Good morning, Utah Golf Radio, coming to you live today from the beautiful downtown studios of ESPN 700. We are in the mothership, getting you inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah, in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. I am Paul Pugmire, your host and the president of First Tee Utah. I'm sitting here with our co-host, Jan Brownstein. Jan, good morning.
Good morning, Paul Pugmire.
Are we waking you up, Jan?
No, I've been awake for a while.
Okay.
I mean, it's a beautiful day. It's
It's
golf weather.
Good golf weather.
Good golf weather. I'm sorry, good golf weather. So I'm pretty excited about that. And my tournament, my March Madness bracket is still alive and well. I still have my Final Four.
Who's in your Final Four?
I have UConn, Florida, Gonzaga, and Iowa State.
And who do you have winning?
I have UConn winning.
Okay, very
Feel good about that.
good. Well, I hope so.
I will tell you that every time they have won the tournament, I've called it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, UConn is not
It's not a hard pick.
not a hard pick.
Yeah, it's not a
let's
hard
put it that
choice,
way. We are powered, as always, by T-Box at tbx.golf, where they have cracked the code on the whole golfing experience with clubs, coaching, and community. Be sure to check them out. Go get yourself to a T-Box. There's good times to be had there. Work on your entire game.
You got your hat on.
I'm wearing a T-Box hat.
You can see it on the camera. So
I am
streaming live right now on YouTube.
We are streaming live on YouTube. You can watch us in the studio on YouTube. Go to Utah Golf Radio on YouTube. You
Later,
can
I'll
see us
tell
there.
you what sauce means.
What do you mean? You're later. Now you have to tell me.
Okay. Well, when we play golf, a lot of times we stand up on the putting green and we say stuff, and then we end up saying it with the word sauce. So it's like birdie sauce, lame sauce,
Yeah, I've heard
stupid
that.
sauce.
That's that. Okay.
So that's what sauce is. So we have
Okay.
all the girls go golfing have hats, and each one of them has a different word, and then we stand next to them, and then we put sauce next to it.
Okay. And Girls Go Golfing has a trip coming up.
We do have a trip. It's our 5th annual trip to Page, and we are so
Page,
excited.
Arizona.
Page, Arizona. We go to Lake Powell National Golf Course, and we play 3 days of tournament golf, and we have a lot of fun, and it's coming up quick. I got a lot of work to do.
Nice. Yeah. That's good work to do, though.
Yeah,
what
it's
a
fun.
cool trip. How many people are going?
We only have 15 this year, 16.
16. Sounds like a good group.
But we do plan everything from the minute they wake up to the minute they go to bed. We have a plan.
And it's 4 foursome.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. We're good times.
Jan, we need to talk about Hobble Creek.
Oh, can we please?
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's like a love sad thing.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah.
Let's start with the love part. We all love Hobble Creek. It's on everybody's list
It's
of
on my
favorite.
top 5.
Yeah, it's on everybody's top 5
Yep.
list. Everybody's list of favorite 5 courses. It's on mine.
Mm-hmm.
But this last week, they had a windstorm and sustained real significant damage. We have with us now Craig Norman, the head golf professional at Hobble Creek and the president of the Utah section. We want to hear all about it. Craig, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Jan. How are you?
We're doing well.
We're good, Craig. How
Tell
are
us about you.
I'm great.
Okay, tell us about the
How's
course.
your golf course, Craig?
You know what? We opened back up yesterday.
Okay.
We're on regular tee times now again. From what it looked like last Sunday to what it looked like yesterday, it's literally amazing. The crews that were there from the city, we had our whole electrical kind of drop everything and come and help us with tree removal. That first day, it was absolutely amazing what they did. We probably had 16 mature pines, anywhere from 50 to 75 feet tall, that literally are on the ground, in addition to a bunch of oak, cottonwoods, you name it. All totaled, trees you had to cut off the golf course, probably in the area 25 to 30. If you look into the oak around the course, you could probably count another 50 at least. It was sustained winds, they said over 80 miles an hour.
What direction?
on top of that,
What
the
direction
debris.
were the winds coming?
They were coming, blowing west to east up the canyon.
Up the canyon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it actually, one of the big trees down in the bottom actually hit up one of the houses down below, down below the first tee, down that way.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, it was kind of crazy. No idea that it really even happened. I mean, I live not too far from the mouth of the canyon, and we had wind, but nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it felt like it was maybe 15 to 20 outside, but up the canyon, they said sustained winds over 80. So
walk
kind of
us
crazy.
through that morning. What was that like?
I got a text from my superintendent a little after 7, and he just says, he sent me pictures. I mean, the pictures were bad, but it didn't really do it justice till I got there about a half hour later. Like I said, the trees were one thing that was kind of amazing, but the amount of debris that had come out of the trees and was on the golf course, I mean, because we were really looked pretty good over the weekend, and then Saturday night, Sunday, it was just like putting a layer of, I don't know how to describe it, just debris, twigs, branches, pine cones, leaves, you name it. I mean, it just looked like something out of I don't know whether they call it outer space movie or what. It was just pretty surreal.
Wow.
And like I said, the trees were cleaned up. We had a pretty good feel on the trees Monday. We had 3 cottonwoods that were on the back 9 that needed to be moved, but we couldn't get those till Tuesday. But the cleanup after that was we had great support from our men's association. They were up there picking up stuff, cleaning up stuff. We had to, what we decided was, once we got the big stuff cleaned up, we just brought in some rotary mowers from the city. We have ours, and we basically just fleet mowed the whole golf course, trying to mulch everything up that we couldn't pick up.
So then did you
So we
have
put our
to,
mowers back on.
wow, did you have to go after and rake or vacuum it after that?
We did some of that. We blew everything to the side.
Okay.
Our men's association came in and picked up everything that was bigger than the mowers would handle, and then we just mulched it. Basically, just ran mowers, and yesterday it looked great. I mean, you wouldn't even, other than the missing trees, you wouldn't really
Other than-
have a problem.
What about holes in the ground?
There's a few. We got some work to do there. We'll bring in fill. We'll have to either seed or sod them. We got to get some stubs grinded out on a few of them and a few things like that. There's still some work to be done, but we're back playable. There's going to be certain holes that going to play a lot different now.
It's almost like. Go ahead.
Of the pine trees, if I remember the count right, I think 15 of them were off the front 9. 15 of the 16. We only lost 1 on the back 9, which seems kind of weird. But we lost 3 big cottonwoods that go down the left side of 13. So think about that tee shot that you had.
Yeah.
It totally changes that. I mean, it almost looks wide open now.
Oh, it'll never be wide open.
Well, no. But compared to what it was,
Yeah.
I mean, you had to pull it down there pretty good. The trees have got big and tight, and
Yeah.
it's opened up the fairway again. So,
How interesting.
just kind of crazy. I mean, it was out of nowhere. We didn't expect it, didn't see it coming. But to get what we got done in that short a time frame, it just goes to show you what good hard work and if you got the right equipment. Our electric department brought everything they had, so that was tremendous. We have a tree crew that works in the city. They were there. Part of our water department was there driving dump trucks to haul stuff off. It was a pretty big effort.
Wow.
So basically, Mother Nature forgot to call you and tell you that they were doing some landscaping at
She really
Hobble
wasn't
Creek,
in
and
time.
just
She wasn't even.
and
wasn't
so
even close.
she gave you some new designs
Yeah,
for the
it's-
course.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Paul, you played our golf course
Yeah.
a lot. You go down, like, number 8, for example. If you hit the ball down the left, and there were 2 great big pines kind of down there somewhere around 130, 140 yards. And if you got it over there, you were completely blocked out. Both those trees are
Yeah, I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit it over there. He doesn't hit over
My
there.
office. I actually went out there and looked just to see if I had a shot now.
I
So,
see. Yeah, if you were to hold the Art City today, would you
Mm-hmm.
need much white paint on the course? What
We would
kind
need
of
some, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't, surprisingly, I mean, you can thank Mother Nature for the dryness too, because we were able to get that big equipment out there without really doing a lot of damage. So the fact that the course was dry and not wet,
Yeah.
huge. I mean, is there some stuff to fix out there? Sure there is, but nothing. I mean, imagine if we'd be wet.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
wouldn't be
yeah.
able
Those
to-
heavy
You wouldn't be able to
trucks,
Still be
open.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of a, I mean, it was, I don't know what the right term would be, double-edged sword. Yeah, we had a lot of damage, but because of what was going on, we were able to get out and fix it pretty quickly.
Wow.
And
'Cause I
you're
didn't-
already filled up because,
Originally, we didn't think we'd be open this quick.
well, and I came to see you on Thursday. Well, I came to see Joel on Thursday, and we looked at the T sheet, and it had just opened that morning at 7, and there
Yeah.
wasn't anything available on Saturday until 4 o'clock.
Oh, no, it's booked all day.
It booked.
Saturday,
It
it's
absolutely booked
tomorrow.
up. So, but I am playing tomorrow,
Great.
so I did get a
Yeah.
tee time for tomorrow. So I'm very excited to see what Mother Nature has done.
Yep, it'll be, yeah, I'm curious what you think. So,
Okay.
like I said, the back nine, not a ton. Most of it was just clean up on the back. I mean, we had the 3 big cottonwoods, obviously, but other than that, not. The only pine that came down on the back nines was in a clump of probably 8, 9 trees, and how it singled the one out it did is beyond me. I don't understand, but we had that happen in a couple places. We had multiple trees, and it picked one.
Huh.
Well,
Or 2 of a group. It's so random. It's just crazy.
I'm pretty interested to see 13 now that you talk about it.
Yeah.
I always stand there on the tee and try to be smart and play it to the open parts, and then I pull the driver and blast it as far as I can.
To the left.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get it. Yeah. I don't have to worry about trying to hit it far anymore, but yeah.
But it is a, and my thinking normally, Craig, is okay if I pull it off and I hit that maximum 20-yard sweet spot, and it's probably less than that with the overhang. And
Yeah.
if I hit it there, great. And then you've got a wide open second shot into that par 5.
Yeah.
If not,
No.
I figure, okay, I bumped something up the fairway, and I mean just literally a little bump shot, and okay, it didn't
Yeah.
work. Now I'm playing it as
Try
a
and wedge it
3-shot
on
hole.
and make a birdie that way.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I am very interested to see that now. Listening
Yeah,
to,
it's-
I'm thinking about those trees.
There's going to be the holes that it affected the most. I think are going to be number 8.
Okay.
That would be one, because if you hit it left at all,
Yeah.
you really didn't have much shot. Now you've at least got a chance, I think, depending on obviously you could still get in trouble, but
Yeah, I can.
those 2 big ones, they made it a chip out for most people over there.
Interesting.
You
Yeah.
have to just chip out sideways.
Yeah, sure.
And now you might actually be able to turn something up around there.
Okay.
The one on 9 doesn't. It was just down the right side, and there's still trees there. Like I say, that was one of them that kind of. And then up by the green on the right side of 9, between 9 and 1, there was a bunch of trees that came out there.
Well, it sounds
Some
like
of the trees weren't really in play. If you remember, probably the biggest tree that came down. If you remember coming off number 3 to number 4 tee, and right as you made the turn on the car path, there was a great big pine right there. You kind of parked
Yes,
the car by
yes.
to walk to a tee.
yes.
That one came down.
Oh, really? Wow.
You gotta see the whole that left. I mean, it's just crazy
bet.
because it was kind of on the slope of the hill besides, and when that whole root system came out, I mean, it took a roots and all.
Wow.
And yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
No one was hurt?
No one was hurt. We, like I said, all happened tonight. Thankfully, no one was on the golf course. No one was there, so that part was good. Just a kind of a funny side note. With all those pines on the ground, you cannot believe how many golf balls came out of those trees.
Wow, I
It was
was
crazy.
just thinking that. I wonder what
I
else
mean,
came
everywhere
out.
a tree was laying, I'll bet you there was 30 or 40 golf balls. It was
That's
nuts.
fun. That's
Wow,
fun.
I'm curious how many you ended up with.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then one final question. Clubhouse, all that's okay?
Nothing structurally got hit. We had 3 or 4 shelters out on the course. They're all still there.
Oh,
Nothing at the clubhouse was damaged. That was kind of the miracle. I mean, not a thing. It did tear up a couple of sprinkler lines, but honestly, they were out of the old system, not the new system.
all right.
So, Yeah, that part was really good. No damage to the clubhouse, nothing. Just
All right.
like I said,
And
trees,
and you've now proven that trees do eat balls.
they do. Oh,
They
it
do.
was, that was. I just laughed every time I went by one. I'd see 20 or 30 balls laying on the ground.
That's
Oh,
great.
Well,
goodness.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got to change subjects here while we got you on the phone, Craig.
Okay.
Little retirement action this week.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What up, dude? Tell us about it.
It was time.
Okay.
What can I say? I mean, I've had a great career. I love
Yeah.
it. I still love it. I'm just tired. I think I'm wore out.
You've earned that,
my
Craig.
body-
Yep, you
my
have earned
body
it.
hurts. I thought it was the right time. I still love what I do, but I didn't feel like I could do it to the level I want to do it. That's the bottom line.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
you know what? I got 6 grandkids running around.
Yep.
I've got a wife who's put up with my career for 40-something years. I'm ready to do something else. I've got a little side gig lined up.
Oh,
We'll be fitting clubs.
okay. Where
Yeah, I'll stay
where will you
golf.
do that?
Just wherever. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go for work for Ping part-time and
Okay.
just do fittings for
See,
Ping.
this is
Oh,
what I was
nice.
talking about. I mentioned this on a Facebook post. I said, I am really curious to see what retirement looks like for Craig
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah.
Because
No,
it doesn't, it's not really retirement. You're going to do, but you
Well,
get to do,
I
you
wanna
get
play
to
some
do the
golf.
thing. Exactly. That's exactly what I
Which
said. Now he's
haven't
going to
been
get to
able
play
do.
golf.
I got 3 little grandsons that really want to play, and
Nice.
yeah, you know what? I'm sure my future still has golf in it. I've got
Yes.
a couple more years, 2 or 3 more years involved with the section, and I'm not going away from that. I want to, it gives me more time to help with them. My wife has already told me I can't follow her around all day, every day. I gotta. She has her routine, and it's good. No, I'm looking forward to it. Wasn't an easy decision. I went back and forth a lot, but it just feels like it's time.
When is it official? When's the last day?
Well, I mean, officially it's the end of the month, the 31st.
Okay.
But I'm pretty much, I've got a little bit of time I have to use before then, so it's
Okay.
pretty much done. I
So-
mean, I'll be around.
So then they're gonna close Hobble Creek, right? Because they can't do that without you.
No, Hollow Creek will be just fine. It will. So, in fact, it's probably I hope I left it better than I found it. I feel like I did.
Yeah, you did.
But Hollow Creek will be just fine.
Who will be
And
the?
I look forward to going up the canyon just to play.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't have to worry about a thing. I want to walk in and be a paying customer and just enjoy it. That's all I want.
I'll have that I share with you, Craig, because every time I drive up the canyon, it's to play Hobble Creek.
Yeah,
And-
drove
and
up
I
there
had the-
yesterday and I thought, this is it. This is my last work day.
Wow,
The
wow.
next one's going to be fun. And they've all been fun. I mean, it's been a great career. I've enjoyed it. There's some saying, I'm going to butcher the quote, but if you enjoy your job, you never work a day in your
Yeah,
life. And
Yeah.
yeah.
most days I feel like that. Honestly, most days I do.
Have they picked a successor?
It's in the works right now.
Okay.
It's in the works.
We'll
Should
keep-
know something hopefully next week.
We'll keep our eyes on that. Craig, I'm so glad that you will still be around.
Yep.
You are such a part of the fabric of the Utah game. I seriously just can't imagine it and don't want to imagine it without
Well,
you.
I appreciate that, but it's like I say, it's been a heck of a ride. I was sitting there thinking the other day, I started working at Old Temp Golf Course for Dave Croton, running carts in about 1973.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so that was 53 years ago.
Well, you have
And
been.
I've enjoyed every minute of it. I really have.
We started this conversation by saying how Hobble is on everybody's top 5 list of favorite courses in Utah, and you have been a worthy steward of this gem, and we are deeply grateful to you, deeply grateful for you, and congratulate you on a career well done.
Well, thanks, Paul. Yeah, that means a lot. It really does. Coming from you, that's great. You
Well-
guys are awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Craig. Thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay.
Thanks,
Paul.
Craig.
Jan, have a
Thank
good
you.
time.
You
We'll see
too.
you.
All right. We'll see you.
That is Craig Norman, soon the former head golf professional of Hobble Creek Golf Course, telling us
It's
about.
going to be a lot of years before you don't associate those two
Oh, I
things,
know,
that name
right?
together.
You know,
It might be forever.
it might be forever.
And the new guy that comes in is not going to be the new guy. He's just going to be the guy that replaced
That's going to
Craig.
be hard.
Yeah.
He'll have to establish his own way. He
Yeah.
won't be Craig Norman.
No.
And, but I don't
But he
think
has
I don't
big
think he'd
shoes
want
to
to be.
fill. No, he has
Or
big
her.
shoes to fill, though.
Whoever it is, I don't think they'd want to be.
No,
Um,
they have to bring in
They,
their
they
own
need
flavor.
to be their own self.
Yeah.
But holy cow, Craig Norman, what
Yeah.
a mark he's left on the game. And like I said, he has been the keeper of this absolute treasure.
Yes, he has.
And we know this, and we love him for it
Yep.
because we love
It
that
wouldn't be
golf
Hobble
course.
Creek
And he
without
has,
Craig Norman.
he has been at the level of the golf course all those years.
Yeah.
No small thing.
Yeah.
You don't say that lightly.
And then look what he just managed.
And then,
He just managed the wrath of Mother Nature. I
It
mean,
is
it was the
kind of
the
an
landscaping crew
ironic
came
goodbye,
in. Yeah,
huh?
it was. But I mean, obviously, they did it. Maybe it was a test. It was just that one last thing he had accomplished before he left.
maybe so.
This is greatness.
All right.
'Kay.
We need to do ourselves a little Jet X update, Jan.
Let's do it.
The Jet X Jug, brought to us by our good friends at First Utah Bank. Check them out at firstutahbank.com. And Zach Robinson, our producer, leads the way.
Still leads the way with
Zach,
3 players, 3 with points in all 3 spots.
points in all 3 spots. How you feeling, Zach?
I don't have headphones in.
Oh, you
Oh.
don't
Alright,
have
but-
headphones.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Feel
I'd
good.
like to make
Early birthday
one
present,
little
you know?
note here.
Okay.
One little note here.
What is?
Brooks Koepka.
I know, right?
Can you even believe it? I can and I can't. It's like, wow.
Well, it is fascinating to see that. He's getting his sea legs under him. He played well at the Players. And look, 5-time major champs don't
Yeah.
happen by accident.
No, no, no.
And this guy has talent. He's got grit. There is no question he will make a splash. Okay, the Jet X Jug, the backdoor fantasy game we play here at Utah Golf Radio, where we are identifying the 3 players who will barely make the top 70, barely make it out of the FedEx playoffs out of the FedEx regular season into the playoffs. You get a point for every position they finish up to and including number 70. What do they get for 71 and beyond, Jan?
They get nothing.
Nothing, not a nil, no points. Fun to play, free to play. Go to the Utah Golf Radio website, oddly, at utahgolfradio.com. Click on the obvious Jet X buttons and enter. It's free to play, free to enter. It's a lot of fun. Following the bubble throughout the year, the Jet X Jug, brought to us by First Utah Bank. All right. We need a little UPOD update. The UPOD update brought to us by Scott Golf. This Utah product, these clubs are so sweet. Check them out at scottgolf.com. Jan, how are the UPODs doing?
Well, Tony last week was at the Players. He finished T70 plus 8, 296 on rounds of 69, 75, 75, and 77.
Made the cut, played the weekend,
Yeah,
but
at the same time, he's also sitting in 61. He's sitting at the 61st place, so numbers. So
Yeah.
that's good too.
yeah, he has been underperforming for what we have come to know and expect from Tony.
Hopefully, he'll come on strong.
We hope.
Yes. Okay, this week they're at the Valspar Championship, and Tony Finau sits currently at T10 -4 on a round of 138 on a round of 69 and 69.
Yeah, so let's pause there for a minute. So top 10 going into the weekend, which is exactly what we were saying. However, he had a strong start at the Players. The question will be, how does he do on the weekend? And I'm left with the question, if he has a tough weekend, he had a tough weekend before, is there something lingering in his surgically repaired foot that starts to wear him down after 3-4 days?
Yeah.
I don't know. That is 100% a question
Right.
on my part. But it is a pattern that I think raises the question, something we need to keep our eye on.
For sure. Okay, so Patrick Fishburne was also at the Valspar. He sits currently T16 -3, 139 on a round of 68 and 71.
Go fish.
Go fish. Let's do this. And then
Yes.
Zach unfortunately did play, but he missed the cut. He missed it +5, 147 on rounds of 71 and 76.
Pretty strong start and then
Yeah.
faded for Zach.
Yeah, but that's okay because Zach will get his way back. He always does.
He always does.
Yeah.
Zach finds a way.
So Mike Weir is currently on the Champions Tour, and he is at the Cologuard Classic. He sits T25 -2 on a first round of 69.
Okay. All right. The color guard's being played in Tucson, where they are dealing with a heat wave.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a buck 10 down there.
And it's March.
I know, right? Phew. Leaves you worried about the summer for our
Yeah.
friends in Arizona.
Yep.
All right. We need to send some love to David Lichty. David Lichty is the Mountain America Credit Union Player of the Week, presented by Fairways Magazine. He won Winter Champs, and boy howdy did he
Did
make
he
a
win it.
statement.
Yep.
Bam! Shot a stroke play 61 for the opening round at Copper Rock, establishing a new competitive course record, and then he followed up with enough to get the job done the next day at Sun River. The Utah Tech freshman won what is his second UGA championship. Holy cow. Pardon me, this is his first.
Yeah.
I said that wrong.
He's-
His first UGA championship, but his second win on tournaments that include Sun River. He won the Southern Utah Open down at Sun River.
He's kind of on a little bit of a heater.
He's been playing well lately.
he
Yeah,
has.
he got
Great.
himself a college win a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago, and
yeah.
then this. David Lichty, the Mountain America Credit Union Player of the Week, presented by Fairways Magazine. We will hear more from Lichty and from the Women's Winter Champs champion, Navy Hubs, when we come back on the other side. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network. Utah Golf Radio, coming back at you from the mothership, getting you inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah, in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today. This first hour of the show is presented by Salt Lake City Golf at slcgolf.com or the Salt Lake City Golf app. Check them out. Make your tee times at either the app or on the website, Salt Lake City, slcgolf.com. And we are powered, as always, by T-Box at tbx.golf for clubs, coaching, and community. It is the place where they have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience, and it's a fun hang. You got to check out a T-Box near you. Jan, the UGA has put in the books its inaugural opening championship for the 2026 championship season. I'm talking Winter Champs, contested last week in St. George, and we were there. We were at Copper Rock for the beginning of the first round for the men. First round was at Copper Rock. Little did we know, although it's not a total shock, that David Lichty was going to go out that day and shoot a course record 61, good for 58. Holy cow, 58 Stableford points in this Stableford event. So Lichty ended up winning by 4 points. He had 96 for a 4-point margin over Kenny Palmer, who was in second place at 92 points. Peyton Hastings, formerly University of Utah golfer, Peyton Hastings, solo third at 88 points. Drake Harvey, the defending champion, defended well. He finished fourth at 87 points. And Ben Wilson of the University of Utah is at 86 points. He was in fifth place to round out the top five. But Lichty was the story of this event. Just blew the doors off things on the Saturday round at Copper Rock with that 61, good for 58 points. Clean card, obviously, and it included, let's see, it was 3, 7, 8 birdies and an eagle. That'll get you to 61.
That last round.
Yeah, and his second round was a bit more colorful, a bit more shape. He had 3 double bogeys on that round, which is really odd for a winner. But he also made 5 birdies, and then of course had the big lead from the first day. But then there was one thing as we talk about Winter Champs this year that should be noted. The first day was spectacular weather.
Yes.
Absolutely, it was Chamber of Commerce Day. It was a postcard. It was everything you could hope and more. Absolutely perfect sterling weather. Beautiful. And the next day was not. Were you able to hang around, Jan?
No, we didn't.
You didn't. Okay, I was there.
But I heard it got gnarly.
Oh, it got gnarly indeed. At Sun River for the men the second day, tee times were postponed
Oh boy.
because it was simply too windy to play. And the second day at Copper Rock, it was blustery and cold, reminiscent of what we experienced for the play-in tournament that Copper
It was
Rock
so
did
nice
for the
that
Epson.
morning though.
Yeah, well, it
And
changed.
then it just got gnarly.
It got cold,
We
it
said
got
that.
windy. But, so the second day was a very different experience. We, of course, spoke with both winners, David Lichty for the men and Navy Hubs for the women. And we did a podcast that you can get more detail on the Winter Champs. And it is available wherever you get your podcasts. Just do a search on Utah Golf Radio. You can find it there. Subscribe, please. And you can check out what this in more detail. But let's play a short version of our winner's interview with David Lichty. Here is David Lichty, the 2026 Winter Champs champion. Okay. So there we are, David Lichty. Some interesting things there, Jan. What jumps out at you?
That he knows the process of what it's going to take, or you can't win a tournament with 3 double bogeys on the card unless it's a stable
Unreal.
bird,
Yeah.
unless you get the course record, and unless you get 40-mile-an-hour winds. So he got all of those
All of it
things.
came together. Yeah, the fact
and
is,
he's just so okay with everything, you know. And that was how my day went.
yep, that's how it went. Well, he did what he had to do,
Yes.
and it was an up and down day for him. He made 5 birdies.
Yeah.
It's not like he was smelling up the joint. He didn't go out and shoot 90.
Yeah, but again,
Um,
double bogeys on a card
I know.
is
It's just
rough.
well, the stats are
Especially-
against you. The
especially with the
numbers
stable
are
bird.
against you
Yeah.
in every way.
Yeah.
But regardless, there it was, and fun thing. I said we're all going to go out and buy one of those putters.
Yeah,
after
I was
dinner.
going to say same thing.
Yeah, exactly right. So just to be clear, those of you who are getting ready to run to Uinta and buy one of these putters, it is exactly the Scotty Scheffler one. It's the Spider with the putter neck. Excuse me, I meant to say with the plumber
Plumber neck, yeah.
and the 1-inch Super Stroke grip. So yeah, that's what he bought, and holy cow, he was
Well,
making a lot of putts with it.
Look at it. I mean, look at that first round.
Look at
It's
that
crazy,
card.
Yeah.
Look at that card. All right, Navy Hubs won the women's division. She had 76 points for a 3-point margin over Jane Olsen. And Mia Cesarek was in 3rd place. Samantha Phelan was in 4th place. Kate Walker and Rachel Lillywhite were T5. Hard to miss
Mm-hmm.
that Olsen, Cesarek, Phelan,
Yep.
Utah Tech players,
Yep.
and Walker on her way.
Yep.
But it was Salem High senior Navy Hubs, who is the current Utah Junior State Am champ, and so this gives her hands on 2 UGA championships at the same time. Quite an unusual thing, among the youngest ever to do that.
Yes.
And Kurt Craigthorpe and Randy Dodson and I were texting around this past week trying to figure out if it's been done before. Records are scant,
Yeah.
but seems like she might be the youngest ever to do it. Navy
That's
Hubs, pretty substantial win. And again, the second day at Copper Rock, in addition to being windy, was just downright cold. And so we want to hear from Navy. Let's do that right now. Let's play the tape. Navy Hubs are, here we are. Okay, so Navy Hubs, our champion for the women's division at Winter Champs. Jan, what do you hear when you hear her there?
The fact that she, right there at the end, where she was grateful that she didn't know where she was at because it didn't affect her. You know, it didn't affect her game. Those little nerves can get in when you know that you have to do. You just have to make this 6-inch putt.
I
to
know.
and you can't do
Well,
it.
and Cameron Young winning at the Players talked about how he was shaking over that 1 footer he had left on 18 to seal the deal Sunday. Yeah, so that is so interesting to me always. Do you look? Do you not look? Who does? Who doesn't? What reasons they do or don't? And there's not a right answer. There's just there's several dozen interesting answers for the different situations.
However it plays out.
However it plays out.
Yeah, however it plays out for that, it plays out. But I am going to make a prediction right now.
What's that?
Navy's going to contend for the women's state
That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
I mean, she's going to be like
Quality player.
she's going to be in the finals.
Yeah.
She's going to be playing for it because she's on a heater as well. I mean, and part of it is that she doesn't know it. She doesn't know it.
She doesn't seem to
Yeah,
quite
she doesn't
understand
seem to know
how good she is. Right.
And that's exactly what I got out of that interview.
Interesting. I also want to send some love to Paige Anai. Paige is a first tee kid, a sophomore at Harriman High, and Paige played her way into a top 10. She was T8 in the women's Winter Champs Championship. So way to go, Paige. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to talk with Mike Alman from Uinta for Little Things and Stuff. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network. Yeah. Brother Tom bringing us back, getting us inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section, PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today. We are powered as always by T-Box at tbx.golf, where they have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience with clubs, coaching, and community. And this first hour of the show is presented by Salt Lake City Golf at slcgolf.com or the Salt Lake City Golf app, where you can make tee times at any of the great Salt Lake City golf courses. We are joined now by Mike Alleman from Uinta Golf. Mike, we need to talk ourselves a little push cart action, right?
Yes, sir. I gotta say, you guys always have the best music for me to come on to. I appreciate that.
Zach Robinson strutting around in the production booth, triumphant. He's the man, no question about it. He keeps this show on the air, folks. Don't think it's me or Jan.
No,
It's Zach.
it is Zach. 100%.
Okay. All right. Mike, Click Gear has got something good for us to learn about, which matters because Click Gear leads the show. So tell us what we need to know.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the same Click Gear cart for 9 years. The Model 3.5.
Okay.
Had the Model 4 in between that. That was about 5 or 6 years ago. They came out with that, and now early this month we have a new Click Gear cart, Model 4.5. It's a little more modernized with some new features that have come out with other accessories. In the last 5 or 6 years, they've modernized their cart to adapt to kind of connect to those other accessories that are out there now. It's really cool. I think it's almost time for me to upgrade to this cart. Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of frame to the cart, but we're just kind of looking at some added features to it, like I said, to adapt to some of the technologies that we use out there on the course every day. Up top on the cart, we have a new cell phone caddy kind of thing. It holds your phone right up front. So if you're one of those that listen to music or just need to have access to your phone out on the course, you can have it right there in front of you, and it has a sound amplifying technology that if you're listening to music on your phone, it's going to kind of amplify the sound, but it just gives you that ability just to have your phone right in front of you. Also, the big thing is a magnetic pad on the side. So many rangefinders, pretty much all rangefinders now have a magnet built into it, mostly to hang onto the frame of the golf cart, but now you have the ability to put it right on your push cart. Also, like magnetic towels, so you can have you just slap your magnet right onto the side of the cart, whether it's a rangefinder or towel, you have that right next to you. Awesome little feature.
Yeah, I'm looking at some video of it here now, and you're right. This is set up for the way people accessorize, if we can go with that.
Yeah.
With the stuff that you have on the golf course, the cell phone mounting unit, but I like that magnet because you're right. A lot of people use a laser that's magnetized. Designed originally for the
there's
support
so
on
many
a
things
golf
that-
cart.
Well, there's so many things that have magnets on it.
Sure.
The towels have
There's
magnets.
that.
Everything has magnets, so it seems like it's great that they finally got the magnet on
Okay, yeah.
That's one thing I'm lacking in my current cart is I don't have a magnet on it. So where do I put my rangefinder?
Yeah.
I mean, I have options to put it in my little net there, but it's just nice to have it right on the side of the cart.
Absolutely. One of the things we kind of chatted about in setting this up is that you and I, Mike, both prefer to walk and
Yes.
view that as a part of the game and as a part of the joy of the game is out there with a walk. And Click Gear really accommodates that. It makes it a more pleasant experience, and I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, Hey, ClickGear's slogan is that, hey, if you don't have a full-time caddy, then the best option for you is a ClickGear push cart. and this new one is absolutely. I mean, you got a spot for your rangefinder to access real quick, your phone, and this new cart has a new storage compartment underneath the top of the cart, which they didn't have before, and they still have that little door that you can open on the top of the cart to put a few golf balls in or whatever it is you might need. But it's just nice to have that little underneath storage compartment. You could put a couple of snacks in there or whatever it is you might need. It's a really cool added feature to it.
Mike, what's the difference between the 4.5 push cart and the Model 8.0 Plus push cart? Because it's a $20 difference. So, wouldn't you just spend the $20? I'm just asking for a friend.
For me, I would. The Model 8 is a 4-wheel push cart, so it has 2 front wheels.
Oh, I see.
So it's a little more stable on maybe some hillier courses, something like that. But really, the biggest thing is that it's a 4-wheel push cart versus a 3-wheel push cart.
Do you think the 4-wheel makes up for the three-wheeled push carts that have the 360 wheel?
No, like the swivel wheel is really nice. That's another cart that ClickGear offers as well. If you've ever used one of those swivel wheel ones, it's real smooth to turn and stuff like that.
Oh, you can get over everything.
Yeah, and it just, you don't have to lift that front wheel to
Yeah.
steer,
Yeah.
which is nice. But maybe like if you're playing hillier courses, then that 4-wheel push cart is maybe a little more stable. But
Looks like
other
it.
than that's the biggest difference.
Okay.
All right. You've got these at all 5 of your stores around the state, Mike?
Yes, it is a newer release, but I believe all stores do have them. And it's their new cart going forward, so the Model 4 is going out, but we still have plenty of inventory in the Model 4 as well, which is $299. The Model 4.5 is $339, so for $40 more, I think you're really getting some added features that make it worth the extra dollars.
Okay, I just saw something in the accessories I have to ask about.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. I don't know if this is what you were talking about, Jan, but the cup holder on the new ClickGear is adjustable.
Ooh.
It says
you
it'll
can
hold
have
the,
any-
the wide body bottles.
Okay, there's a couple accessories. Okay, first off, I'm into the mitts. They have mitts
Yes.
that attach to the handle, so you put your hands in it to keep your hands warm.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So while you,
I'm in.
Yeah. I don't know if you need that with this 80-degree weather.
No,
we're
no,
getting,
no. But
so-
for the winter or for the cooler months when I like to walk, and then there's a cart seat. That's what I wanted. to
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about.
that's an accessory that's been available for a while. Yeah.
No, but I don't understand it.
No, the idea is you've got a place to sit while you're waiting
Right,
for your
okay.
shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a lot of people out there with those. Yeah, you attach it to kind of right next to one of the back wheels.
Yeah, I just sit on the
And-
back wheel.
Well, okay.
You're smaller than most people.
Yeah,
Jay.
that's true.
Yeah,
I
I'd
do
break the
forget
wheel,
those things.
sure.
I can stand up in a golf cart, fully stand up in a golf
But
cart.
the seat is a nice little accessory to add
Cool.
on. Quick,
Yeah, there's a
for
lot
those
of
who
fun stuff on here.
Yeah, for those who don't know, ClickGear has a lot of accessories that attach right to the cart. Yeah, check them out. We have them in stock at all You Went to Golf.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
great stuff.
Okay, well, be sure to if you're looking for a cart, this is one that you gotta check out, folks. It so many things about it that'll make your golfing experience better.
I know what I want for Mother's Day.
There we go.
I get one every 5 years.
We've already got Jan's attention. This is cool.
Kids.
At any of the Uinta golf stores in Riverdale, Sugar House, Sandy, Orem, and St. George. So check them out there. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
All right, thank you guys.
All right. I like when we talk about walking on a golf course.
I
Jan.
know. Well, I do
That's
like
what-
the walk. I
Yeah,
just can't
yeah.
do the mountainous walk.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
But the rest of it I'm into.
All right.
You got me all. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
You are. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back on the other side, we will talk with Utes head coach Garrett Clegg. The Utes won again this week. We're going to hear all about it. Garrett Clegg when we come back on the other side. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. That means Utah Golf Radio coming to you live today from the beautiful downtown studios of ESPN 700, getting you inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today. We are powered, as always, by T-Box at tvx.golf, where they have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience. Check them out. Go to a T-Box near you. This second hour of the show is brought to you by College Coaches Connection. This unique program helps you find the right place for the kids in your life to go to college and play college sports across the spectrum. We focus on golf. All the college sports, they work on them at collegecoachesconnection.com. You've got to check that out for a kid in your life. We are talking now with one of the great college coaches in this nation. I'm talking about Garrett Clegg of the University of Utah, coming off a W. Coach, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Paul. Yeah,
So-
it's always great to come off of a win, for sure.
No doubt, right? And this one is particularly, I I don't know, maybe satisfying is the way to say it, because you were defending. And a defense of a championship is even harder.
Yes.
Because people think, well, they've already shown they can win this thing, and so the expectations are higher. And yet, you and your team stepped up and met them. Holy cow, we're talking about the Schenkel that was played down in Georgia 2 years in a row. University of Utah comes away with the win. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. It's that's one of the best tournaments we play in all year as far as community support, and so it's a lot of fun. Yeah, one of our best rounds of the year in round 2 out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got to talk about round 2. It's hard to miss when it puts up a minus 20 for one round. Holy cow, what was going on there?
Well, we did, so you talk about returning. We were the returning defending champs, and our boys know the golf course, which is nice. It's nice to go to a course and then you've had success on. And I think, we just kind of got rolling, and it was one of those days where we had 3 guys. I think Davis shot 8 under par, Brandon shot 7 under par, and Sergio shot 5 under.
Yes.
And those 3 guys just had great days, and when you're seeing your teammates make putts, it gives good positive momentum to everybody, and putts were going in, and yeah, it was a great day.
The red circles on this
I know.
scorecard.
Brandon Robinson's round of that clean card is just so pretty to look at.
Yeah, no kidding, right? And your final counting score was Gabriel Palacios at even par. So every score you counted, even or better, you went 64, 65, 67, 72. That adds up to minus 20, and that'll get you healthy in a hurry, Coach.
Yeah, it was really good for everybody to see that, and yeah, it was Brandon. You talk about him bogey free that second round. He's actually bogey free for the first 36 holes.
Wow.
He didn't quite make it 37. He bogeyed his first hole in round 2, but round 3. I mean, but he did for the first 2 rounds went bogey free, which that doesn't happen very often.
He sure did.
And that was good for T5 individually, and pretty impressive work there. But really, this was absolutely a team effort. You were strong across the board. That's got to make you feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was great in that final round to see Jack shoot an extremely important 68. We didn't play our best that final day. I don't know if it was a combination of the pressure. There was a little weather, but it wasn't that challenging. Really, truly, we just kind of struggled a little bit coming in, but Jack's 68 was a huge performance to push us over the top.
Yeah, it did at that. So you were a final score of minus 21, good for a 4-shot victory over Georgia Southern. West Virginia was in 3rd place, and then solo 4th, Notre Dame, a top 25 team. They're currently ranked number 23. It's got to feel good to beat a ranked team like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean I think we're 26 right now,
Mm-hmm.
not quite where we want to be, but we haven't played our best this spring to this point, moving forward, to this point in the spring. So it was a good tournament for a lot of reasons, confidence-wise for our players. Brandon started to play really well. He's got back-to-back top 10 finishes. But other than that, we haven't really had a lot of success, and so this was a big deal for us.
We have talked a lot in the past for good reason. We've had a lot of reasons to talk about Brandon Robinson, David Johnson, Sergio Jimenez, and Gabriel Palacios, but we haven't spent a lot of time on Jack George, who shot that 68 that you really needed in the 3rd round. Tell us more about Jack.
Well, Jack's a mid-year transfer, and he came to us I mean, we haven't talked a lot about him because we don't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay.
He's new to the program. You say it jerky, kind of.
Okay.
Like
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, but it's okay. I didn't know how to say it for a long time either.
Okay.
In the recruiting process, but Jack transferred from USC. He's a great player. We're actually his third school. He started at St. Mary's, and then he transferred from St. Mary's to USC, and just didn't really love his time at USC, and wasn't quite what he had hoped. And he's close friends with Davis Johnson in our program.
Okay.
And so, the opportunity presented itself, and we only had 8 players, and we have a roster max of 9, and so to be able to bring him on mid-year is a big boost, because I think we have a program that can do really special things when we're clicking.
Yeah.
We haven't been clicking for a little while. We've got a few guys struggling with our games, but adding we hadn't in the fall. We'd really struggled to find a 5th score, and we're hoping Jack will be able to solidify that. And there's no question that without Jack 68, we don't win this past weekend. And he's had a number of solid rounds for us so far this spring. So his addition to the program, aside from golf, has also been great for the team. He's a really good young man, fits in extremely well with the team, and we're excited for him. We have him the rest of this year and next year.
So a SoCal player all the way, grew up there, St. Mary's, USC. He was a starter at USC. He was made the traveling squad every single tournament his sophomore year, and yet chose Utah. I think that says a lot about you and a lot about the program.
Yeah, it just so he started in a pretty small town not a super small town, but a smaller town growing up, and just struggled in the big city of LA, and that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So,
and USC is an urban school. Don't think that it's this thing with wide vistas of open land. It's not.
No.
Yeah, and so it just has fit really well for him to be in Salt Lake and be amongst our guys, and we're excited to see kind of where his game in each tournament he's been playing a little bit better, and he's, when you watch him play, every aspect of his game is really good, and so we're hopefully this will lead to a few more, maybe another breakout performance or something here along the way.
Well, one of the things you just mentioned that's real important, we've talked about this before, and that's how vital your number 4 and number 5 scores are. That's the nature of college golf. And look, your top 4 are pretty solid. Robinson, Johnson, Jimenez, Palacios. If you can solidify number 5, that's really got to bode well heading into conference, regions, and nationals.
Yeah, we need to have all 5 all 5 guys being capable, because at the end of the day, in the sport of golf, it's rare that all 5 guys shoot great scores and they'll all 5 be great players, right? Somebody's going to have a rough round.
Sure.
Things just aren't quite that good for him that day, and so you need to have enough players to have the depth to continue to shoot good scores.
No doubt, no doubt. So for the rest of the year, you've got 2 more regular season tournaments before heading to conference, and they're both good ones.
Yeah, Silverado.
I just said good one. I didn't mean it that way. The next one is the good one.
Good win.
But the point is, it's Stanford.
Yeah.
And then after that, ASU's tournament, the Thunderbird. These are 2 really deep fields, really strong tournaments. Do you know who you're taking to those yet?
Well, the good one we leave on Tuesday, and I have a kind of a standing deal when we win as a team, the lineup doesn't change.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, and especially I always kind of leave the caveat of, unless it's where 4 guys all played great, and 1 guy wasn't even close. But in this situation, it was clear that all 5 players were integral for our success. So, yeah, we'll have the same lineup for sure for Stanford, and you know, I never want to predict too far out. In
Sure,
front,
sure.
But for now, we have the same 5 at Stanford.
What courses are you playing in these next 2 tournaments?
So the good one will be at Stanford's golf
Okay,
course.
okay.
That every once in a while that's in Harding Park, but
Right.
this year it's at Stanford. And then the ASU Thunderbirds at Papago.
Papago.
Ooh, I love that
Yeah,
course.
formerly my home course.
Yes,
that
fun.
that was my home course when I lived in Arizona. It is a great golf course, and from the tips, it's all you want.
Yeah, it is. It's sneaky long.
Yes, it is.
It's a tougher golf course than people think.
Yeah, keep it on grass there. That's the trick. All right. Well, 2 great tournaments coming up and coming off a win. Holy cow, that is strong, and we are so excited for getting into the championship phase of the spring season. And you're right there on the cusp of it with things coming together. Really fun stuff, Coach.
Well, thanks. Appreciate you guys following us and cheering for our boys.
Well, we sure do that. All right. Thank you. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Good deal.
All right, that's Coach Garrett Clegg, University of Utah. Really nice to see him playing well again. Not a surprise. This is a quality team. They've been in the top 25 the entire year.
Is that a new ranking? Meaning,
Oh.
has this changed since they won
Okay,
this?
since you
I'm
you
just
asked
asking.
that, no, I'm highly annoyed by this.
I know
no,
you are.
their ranking did not change. They were 26th last week. They win, and then they're 26th again this week.
How does that work?
How does that work?
I
Now
know, it
it's
makes no sense.
it's a formula, it's math, it's strength of field, blah blah. There's lots of numbers that go into it. It just feels wrong. If you win,
does.
you're
should
you're
go up.
you shouldn't be stagnant
No.
after a W. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
They're not asking my opinion.
I agree with you. So there.
Okay,
got
thank you.
some
I'll
on your
I'll
side.
take that.
Okay, good.
But the point is, we know that this is a team that can win. And
Yeah.
here's the other thing: the other players on other teams, the other coaches, everybody in NCAA top tier golf, they know that University of Utah can play golf.
Yeah.
They know to pay attention to them. This is a good team, and
Hey, they won back to back. You know,
Yeah.
they defended their
They
title.
defended their
I mean,
title.
that in itself is incredibly difficult.
yeah, it's
So,
not. Yeah, exactly. No small thing. All right. Okay, Jan, we need to talk about somebody who needs some relief. Give me some relief. Brought to us by our good friends at Duro Health. Check them out at Duro Health. This innovative back therapy program will help you swing faster, hit farther, play better, and most importantly, feel better. You will be stronger. You'll avoid injury. You'll recover if you've got injury. The Duro Health program is like none other. You must check them out. If you have any kind of limitations in your back mobility or any kind of pain, you need to check out Duro Health. And I'll tell you, we need some relief. To be candid, I'm tempted to say Tony needs some relief because he slipped down to the top 100 in the world golf rankings. It's just not what we see there. But I want to talk about Ludwig Oberg. This
Ludwig.
guy, Ludwig.
I love him.
Okay, he is so likable. He is
Yeah, I really dig
absolutely
him.
one of the most likable players on the tour, no question. He's got a $1 million smile. He's affable. He's got a great attitude. He's cheerful. I mean, everything about the guy is nice. He's
Yeah.
nice to other people. Everybody
Yeah.
who says it says this guy is a good guy. Okay, his golf swing is beautiful, absolutely lovely to watch. He plays at a quick pace. There's nothing in the world not to like about this guy. He gave it away.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Oh yeah.
He had that tournament by the short hairs and just plain didn't show up on the weekend. Okay, look, that's hard. Closing a tournament is hard. Closing a tournament like the players with a field that deep, it's the toughest field in the game every year. Closing out at a place and on a golf course like the stadium course at TPC. So hard. But the fact is, he had it and he gave it
Oh,
away.
yeah.
I feel bad for him. On the other hand, good land. Cam Young
Yeah.
did what he needed to do, and he went out and hit the great shots in the moment that he needed to hit them. Anyway, all right, let's talk about somebody on a Sizz. On a Sizz, brought to us by our friends at Copper Rock. Jan, did we have fun at Copper Rock
Oh
last
my
week?
goodness, we sure did.
I love that
I
golf
can't
course.
wait to go back next month.
Exactly. We'll be back for the Epson tour. That'll be back down there. This golf course is so fun to play. It's a gas. One of my favorites in the state. Absolutely love Copper Rock. And it's no small accident here that we are talking about something that took place at Copper Rock last week on a Sizz. You can't look past David Lichty's 61. Holy cow. If that ain't sizzing, there ain't nothing. 61 at Copper Rock, a clean card, minus 11. He shot 28 on the backside, and just obliterated the place. The new competitive course record, 61 on a Sizz at Copper Rock by David Lichty. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back on the other side, we will continue our path talking with the inaugural inductees into the Utah PGA Hall of Fame. We will have the distinct pleasure of talking with one of the great people of the Utah game, Ernie Schneider Jr. When we come back on the other side, you are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network. Utah Golf Radio, coming back at you from the beautiful downtown studios of ESPN 700, getting you inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah, in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today, and we are powered as always by T-Box. Check them out at tbx.golf, where they have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience with clubs, coaching, and community. Got to get yourself to a T-Box. And this second hour of the show is brought to you by College Coaches Connection at collegecoachesconnection.com. This innovative program will help you find the right place for your kid to play college golf or any other sports. They work on all different sports for the college game. collegecoachesconnection.com. We are joined now by one of the legends of the Utah game, Ernie Schneider Jr., an inaugural inductee into the Utah PGA Hall of Fame. Ernie, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Paul.
So glad to have you with us, Ernie. There's so many things I want to talk about, and I want to go back to the very beginning. Your father, Ernie Schneider Sr., was an inaugural inductee into the Utah Golf Hall of Fame in the original class back in the 90s. And rightly so. He left such an impact on the game. What I'd like to start in talking about your incredible and stellar career as well is, what kind of impact did your father have on you, and what other things were you considering as a young man before you chose your career in golf?
I think I was pretty fortunate, Paul. I never had any deviation from the golf thing.
Okay.
We started out playing when I was about 8 at El Monte. My dad was a pro up there. And in the winters, he would work at Snow Basin, operate at Snow Basin.
Okay.
It was a 7-month contract, but anyway, I became a skier, and finally, when I'm 15, I won the Junior Open a couple of times, and I decided, hey, I'm not going to break a leg. I'm going to become a golfer.
Okay, good call. Good call.
It worked.
So you become a golfer, inevitably so perhaps, but certainly learning from one of the greats ever. And one of the things about your father's career is that it touched on all aspects of the game. So it's interesting to me to hear that he also worked at Snow Basin, and this was a man who seemingly could do anything and everything and did, but he was a golf professional, a golf administrator, a really good player, and a golf course designer. And then you have been involved in all of that as well. So what aspect of the game has been most closely your own? Let me ask it that way. What do you feel most connected with?
I really enjoyed the competition, the competitive golf. That was a really fun time for me. I was only in really very competitive for about 20 years. But what a time it was! A lot of fun.
Okay, we need. Go ahead.
A lot of neat guys that I was able to compete against and with. Dick Kramers and Jimmy Blairs, Lanny Nielsen's.
Wow.
A lot of great players.
Yeah, really, right? That's a good list.
Had a good time, Paul.
We need to talk about the 1966 Utah Open, which not only did you win, but you won it on the Ogden Golf and Country Club, where your father was a head pro, a bit of a part of your childhood there. What was, and look, walking up the 18th fairway on the last day of a tournament you win is a special experience in every circumstance. But in this case, where you're so connected to the golf course, I want to know what you were thinking walking between your second shot and the green on the last. Well, 18's a par 3, but walking
They
up.
changed it. 18 in those days, Paul. 18 was the other side.
Oh.
So it was a par 4, a long par 4.
Long par 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then my question sticks. Thank you for that. I want to know what was going on in your head. What you were going on in your heart? What are you thinking and feeling as you walk up to the green, knowing?
Well, I'd been playing pretty well, and but I knocked that second shot over the green, which was really a tough shot because I'm coming back downhill
Yeah.
onto a short pin, and thank heaven I got it up and down. But that was a little hairy, yeah.
What did it mean to you to win the Utah Open on the OGCC?
Well, I had a little up on it. I'd only played it a couple of thousand times, but
Sure.
a little bit of a break for me. But how neat, and to have the community was really supportive. I had a big gallery and a lot of friends, and on my home course, and to having played well, and I had some good competition. Just a great treat. One of my wonderful memories.
That is cool. That is so cool. Along the way, during this period when you were such a top-tier player, you also qualified for and played in 3 PGA championships. Tell us some of the experiences and memories that stand out for you during that time.
The first one, Billy Johnson and I both had qualified
Nice.
and went back to Dayton, Ohio. It was the last year they played it as a match play tournament.
Oh, okay.
And I felt I was a little out of my class, and I got beat the first round.
Okay.
So we went out and watched Billy play.
I see. Okay.
But that was Dayton, and then I had the one in Oklahoma the last time I played, and my claim to fame is Jack Nicklaus and I tied.
All right.
We both missed the cut of stroke.
Okay.
But those are neat experiences.
You had the opportunity to help your father build Riverside, Schneider's Riverside, where you still hang out, and I want to come back to that in a minute. What was it like finding that land, envisioning the golf course, designing it, building it? Walk us through that whole process on this beautiful golf course.
You talk about bare bones. I started driving around looking for a place that we might build a course. I found this little farm of 76 acres and figured we could build a 9-hole course on a river bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Had been a dairy farm, so we were going to use the barn for the clubhouse, which was nice, just like my nephew's out at the barn in North Ogden.
Uh-huh.
But I'm playing in the Montana Open, and my dad called and said, the barn's on fire. And so there goes our clubhouse.
Okay.
But we really worked to get this built, and it didn't cost us much to build. Our first year, I think we took in $47,000. Had a big year.
Okay.
Yeah, things change quite a bit, don't they?
They do at that.
But building the course, we had no money. We bare bones it. Had a guy that had a D6 cat and had him shape the greens and tees, and we put in the sprinkler system ourselves.
Oh wow.
And it worked great for 9 holes. It was swell, and then the ground on the south of me became available for another 9, and I picked that up and went to work on that. So it's been a great trip.
Walk us through your process designing a course. Do you start with paper? Do you go out walking the land? How do you do that?
I think now they have those computers that they can just play around with. But in those days, I just went by drawings, by memory of decent holes that I had played before. In fact, my number 10 hole is a memory from the Fort Douglas Country Club number 1 hole.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was a short par 4 downhill, and yeah, so I just mostly from our ideas and past experiences.
And you talked about getting it shaped. There's a lot of subterranean work that goes into modern course design as they build out the structure of the soils in many ways similar to how road beds are built now, with layers of different characteristic in the strata there. Did you do any of that back then, or were you just shaping the topsoil?
No, we got behind the green and pushed the dirt up and built a green, and hauled in a few loads, or moved dirt from one spot to another.
Uh-huh.
But we just pretty much went out and said, what will we do today, and put one together and say, that looks nice. Yeah.
That's cool. You have had remarkable longevity in this game. Just a few weeks ago at the Utah section annual meetings and awards dinner, I was so impressed with you as you received your award, with candidly with your mobility, and at your age, and now I don't even remember, it's 90 something. What? How old are you, Ernie?
96.
96. Okay, but
I'll be
remarkable.
96 this year. 95 now, Paul. 96 in July.
Fantastic. I'm so impressed by that. The spryness with which you went up the stairs to the stage belied those years. And I when your time at the mic was done, I was disappointed because I wanted to listen to you more that night.
Well, thank you.
And
no, I've been very fortunate. I've had really good health, Paul, and I think that probably goes back to my mama. She was really healthy and lived a good full life. But I think it goes back to her.
Did as you look back on this remarkable career, couple of questions. At this point, clearly, you can do whatever you want and not do anything you don't want to do. What is it that you're still doing as a golf professional?
I just love getting up and coming out in the morning and seeing the guys, make sure that everything's getting cleaned up around here. Windows are clean, parking lots cleaned up. I just enjoy the atmosphere.
Are you playing a lot of golf still?
Not enough. I've got to get out and play. If you'll come up, we'll have a game.
Oh, be careful what you say, because I'm going to do that. I absolutely am going to do that.
Please.
As you look back on the career, what memories stand out? What experiences rise to the top for you?
Well, I've been so fortunate. You know, when my dad was a pro at the country club, like the major manufacturers would put on would send out the top players to sort of get out and mix with the communities. But I got an opportunity to play with Byron Nelson, an exhibition at Ogden Country Club. I got to play with Terry Middlecoff and Lloyd Mangrum at Nibley with Tommy McHugh.
Oh.
Things like that. Betsy Rawls, I played with her. She's a U.S. Open champion. Mickey Wright.
Yes.
Patty Burke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are treats. I was on the Ben Hogan staff, and I won the regional tournament a couple of times, and went down to Shady Oaks and had dinner with Ben Hogan and his sales group.
Wow.
That was fun.
So, what was he very talkative? What was it like having dinner with Mr. Hogan?
Well, he was very gracious. You know, he was good.
That's Nice.
I think put him in a different circumstance than competitive golf, and I think he's a different person.
It's interesting. And it's interesting, staying on Hogan for a quick minute, you mentioned Mickey Wright. Hogan said that he thought Mickey Wright had the best swing he's ever seen. What did you see in her swing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Tommy Williams and Tommy was one of the better players in our section. And Tommy and I played an exhibition with her at Ogden Country Club, and we hit our drives, and we're all out there within 10 feet of each other. And Tommy and I are wondering, are we the short ones along? She was right with us. She was a tall girl. She was about 5'10", and what a beautiful swing, beautiful person.
Nice. That is so interesting. That is so cool to hear. You have been honored in so many ways, several different section awards for several different elements of your work as a golf professional. You are a member of the Utah Golf Hall of Fame alongside with your father, which I think is so cool. And now a member of the inaugural class of the Utah Section Hall of Fame. What does this induction mean to you as you look forward to the induction ceremonies this coming week?
Well, I've always been so proud that my Uncle George was in that first
Yes,
class.
true.
As was my dad. But it just really honored to be part of that.
That is so cool. What do you want your grandkids to know about Grandpa Ernie?
I want them to know that he loved people, that he appreciated people, that he enjoyed people, and wanted to make sure that they enjoyed themselves when they came to the golf course.
That is good stuff and inspiring in every way. Ernie Schneider Jr., it is an honor to talk with you. I am so looking forward to the inauguration dinner, to the inaugural, induction dinner this Wednesday, and so looking forward to seeing you there and to being a part of that whole ceremony. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor.
Don't forget our game. Thanks, Paul.
I shall not. All right. Thank you, Ernie.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That is Ernie Schneider Jr., a legend in the game, a great man by every measure, a great player, a great golf pro, a great administrator, everything
95.
about this man.
96.
90, yeah.
It's incredible.
It is absolutely breathtaking.
He's inspiring for sure. That's just nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
In a way that you can't. I mean, that's so cool. What a great.
When you hear him talk, Jan, I'm
He
curious
just-
what gets your attention.
Just he can't possibly be 95.
Well, holy cow! Seriously,
Like his,
the other
I mean,
night,
it is.
yeah, well, yeah, and he bounded up the stairs to the stage at the awards dinner, the section awards dinner down in St. George a few weeks ago. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
And seriously, when that time of the program was over, I was thinking,
Well, more Ernie.
I want to hear more what he has to say. But
Well, he's got so many stories. Just think about that. I mean, my goodness, he could keep you going for hours.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely incredible. So Ernie Schneider Jr., member of, officially soon, a member of the Utah Section PGA inaugural class, the PGA Hall of Fame, the inaugural class, and already a member of the Utah Golf Hall of
Yep.
Fame. He's just had such a remarkable run and such a remarkable effect on the game, and everything about him, and the longevity, hard to miss. Incredible stuff. All right, Jan, what's next?
You know what's next.
I do. It's the What's Next segment brought to us by our good friends at the Utah Section PGA. The Utah, why did I say that? Because I've got it on my mind. I've got it on my mind, yeah.
I said, did we switch?
No, we didn't. Brought to us by our good friends at the Utah Golf Association. Sorry, Houston.
Gotcha.
Stick around. On the other side, we'll tell you what's coming up next in Utah Golf. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network. Yeah, Utah Golf Radio. Putting a bow on the show. Getting you inside the ropes on all things golf in Utah in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. This second hour of the show is presented by College Coaches Connection. Check them out at collegecoachesconnection.com to help the kids in your life find the right college for them to continue their athletic career. collegecoachesconnection.com. We are powered, as always, by T-Box at tbx.golf. There is a T-Box near you. You want to check them out. They have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience with clubs, coaching, and community. Jan, the UGA this past week opened registrations for its championship
Yes.
season. And as you might expect, There
It's
was
full?
a bit of a land rush on this. Everything isn't entirely full, but let's just go down through them and talk about some things coming up.
Okay.
So the Women's Spring Open has 84 registrations already complete. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's getting near the max on them. I will tell you, the Mid-Am qualifier at Stonebridge is full with 84.
I know this, yeah, because I have a friend that's playing and it has to go to St. George because the Mid-Am at Stonebridge is full.
I was just going to say, the Mid-Am queue at Stonebridge is full. Mid-Am queue at Sleepy Ridge is full. Mid-Am queue at Green Springs still has 20 spots available. So if you want to play in the Mid-Am, you have to go to a Mid-Am qualifier. If you want to play in a Mid-Am qualifier, the only one left with spots available is to drive to Green Spring. And that will be held on Monday, May 18th. So Mid-Am qualifiers filled up in a blink.
Yeah, they did.
They went fast.
Which is not unusual and it's not a surprise.
Not a big
happens
surprise.
Every year.
Yep, it happens every
And
year.
if you want to play in it, you know better.
The Senior Stroke Play Championship, which will be held the first week of May at the Oaks, it has 103 registrations already. There's room for 144, so that they still have 40-ish that are ready open for you to go there. But now is the time to do it. Should we talk about State Am qualifiers?
We might as well.
State Am qualifiers are open. We're going to start reminding you week after week that until they are all full, that you need to be signing up for the State Am qualifiers. State Am qualifier at Sleepy Ridge, full. Can't go there. Sorry. State Am qualifier at Green Spring,
Still available.
about half full. That's available. State Am qualifier at Eaglewood. It's got about 20 left. It's
Ooh.
available.
Okay.
State Am qualifier at Eagle Mountain, full. Can't go there. State Am, that's the Mid-Am. Sorry, the State Am qualifier at Eagle Mountain, 72. There's 12 spots left at Eagle Mountain, so you still can be a part of that. State Am qualifier at Mountain Dell, 77 gone, so you've got less than 10. You've got 7 more that you can do there. State Am qualifier at Glendale, full, done. Can't do the State Am qualifier there. State Am qualifier at Wasatch Lake, done, full, can't go there. State Am qualifier at Dynaland. This is one you can go to. It has 18 registrations so far, so there's still plenty of room. Still plenty of room at Dynaland, which is really good to know. You can go there. State Am qualifier at Ochre Hills. There is also room at the Ochre Hills qualifier, and the qualifier at Fox Hollow is full, done. You can't go there. If you want to play in the qualifier at Talons Cove, 2 spots left.
Good luck.
It'll be done by the end of the
Yeah.
day. So what we're telling is more than half of the State Am qualifier sites are full. About half of those left are approaching full. There's only 2 or 3 that you can sleep on, but don't get too sleepy. These are filling up. So now is the time to register for the State Am qualifiers, because they are filling up, and they are filling up very, very quickly. All right. Other things coming up. The Utah Golf Pass is on sale now at utahpga.com. Jan, you are a good Golf Pass user. Have you got your Golf Pass?
I just recently got it, yes.
Okay, good on you. utahpga.com
I'm all about
for
a
the Golf
coupon.
Pass. Gin score posting opened up this past week. As of the 15th of March, you can post Gin scores in the Gin app in northern Utah. You were able to post them in southern Utah throughout the summer, winter, but you can post them for any of the northern Utah courses now. The Gin
And what
app
you're
is
saying
fully
is my
functioning.
scores count now.
You got to count your scores.
Yeah.
You got to count. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
got to
count
count
now.
your scores.
Okay.
The BYU men will be at Silverado this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday. Everybody will be heading to Stanford. We talked with Coach Clegg earlier. So both BYU and Utah playing at Stanford this week, and the BYU men are playing at Silverado. Plus, Drive, Chip, and Putt registration is now open. Oddly, go to drivechipandputt.com and get your kid registered for this really cool program, Drive, Chip, and Putt. Jan, we've got about a minute left. Tell us about the Page trip for the Girls Go Golfing.
It's our 5th annual trip to Page. We are going to Page, Arizona over April 9th through the 12th, and it's a good time. We are all full.
Oh, I was just going to ask if you had spots
We're all
available.
full, so
Okay.
next year, hopefully you'll get on board, and we'll tell you soon enough where you can get on board.
Okay, fun thing to do. All right. We sure appreciate you all being with us today. We appreciate you listening. It is so beautiful to get out there and play this great game. Play it with people you love. And we just so appreciate you being a part of the show today. Thank you for listening. This is Paul Pugmire saying, don't jab it like Jan.
Jan Brownstein reminding you to chug it. Please don't pug it.
That is good advice always. Please replace your divots, fix your ball marks, and for Andy Curtis, don't spit sunflower seeds on the green.
Stop it.
You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network.